Welcome to Second Take Sports Talk with Ronnie Roberts, one of our podcast series that we have under the umbrella of Community Education Network. And before we get started this evening, I want to say that I'm going to put out a disclaimer here this evening. And our objective for the Community Education Network is self and collective improvement, which is we have an education platform, and anything that Rashaki Maskani talk about is for education purposes. And I may say things that people may disagree with, but it's not a personal thing. It is a growing tactic. If you disagree with me and what I'm saying, you could analyze it and rebuttal it or anything that you want to do, but know that my purpose in having this platform is for us to get better than what we are. So I just wanted to make that clear because I'm going to say some things today that some people may not agree with, but I'm going to say it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to Ronnie Roberts and welcome Rick. Thanks for coming. Brother Rick is here with us. And so, Ronnie, you can get started with whatever topic you want to discuss this evening.
Good evening to you, Rashaki, and of course, Rick. It's a shame we can't get more voices on, but you have to do what you got to do with what you got. We started this show last spring, I think, early this year, as a means of commentary on the NBA playoffs, and we also talked about a little bit about the National Football League and the state of it. But I think football season was pretty much over. We were full force into basketball season. But welcome back, Rick. We had some really spirited discussions, and we really got started right in the midst of the playoffs, and as they went along, things developed, and it was just very interesting how it turned out. I hate to even seem like a homer because I got Lakers stamped on my arm for the last 20 years, maybe. It's been close to 20 years. I got this tattoo in Venice, and I grew up as my first love sports-wise was the Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Because of my dad and my uncles, I mean, we would listen to the Dodgers. It seemed like every time they played, they would be playing the Yankees. And they weren't even the Los Angeles Dodgers, they were the Brooklyn Dodgers when I was a kid. And when they moved to Los Angeles, of course, my allegiance was with them. Part of the rationale for so many black people in America being Dodger fans was, of course, Jack Roosevelt Robinson from right there in Pasadena, California, who was not only a great baseball player, but he was a great football player and could have been an Olympian. I'm not sure that he wasn't, but he was just an all-around athlete who was the perfect guy to break the color barrier in Major League Baseball. From the time they moved to LA, the Dodgers, well, I fell in love with more Dodger teams, more California teams, particularly Los Angeles teams. But I was always kind of a Ram fan. I was always definitely a UCLA basketball fan because some of my contemporaries in high school people went to school there. Jabbar was a year behind me. And so I loved UCLA basketball. I loved USC football because they went down and beat Alabama back in the day. And it was all of that was kind of based on race and availability. I love people who were displaying great black athletes, and that was happening big time in Southern California, particularly Los Angeles. I was also a Raider fan back in the day because I love the Raiders. I mean, I have my favorite teams, but I'm about the game itself. One of the reasons that people even check with me about doing any kind of podcast or come to me for references like Rashaki has done for years with many of my friends. What do you think about this sports situation? What do you think about this? Is because just because our favorite team doesn't mean that I'm going to be blindly loyal to what I think realistically they can do. You know, in my heart, I'm a Thunder fan. I was all in on the Lakers until Kobe left. I was a Laker fan because of my favorite players back in the day were Elgin Baylor and Jerry West. Then Jabbar, of course, I followed him right from Milwaukee to the Lakers. Then Magic, that era, I don't know how you could not like Showtime, but that led into the Mamba, who was my favorite player of all time. Not only because of his basketball prowess, but because of how he attacked the game. Never say die, killer, just, and obviously an extremely skilled cat. I don't know. I know, Rashaki, you weren't always a big Laker lover, but you like Kobe. You could not like Kobe because of his work ethic, because of the
Okay,
way he played
you
the
want me
game.
to tell you?
Yes.
Well, I wasn't a Kobe fan,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not because of his excellence, and I just wasn't. You know, I have particular players that I like.
Yeah. Me, because like I'm not a LeBron fan.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and I thought of I would say I like LeBron better than I like Kobe, but I'm not a big LeBron fan either. I just have my particular players that I
Right.
like. And
But
Kobe just was one of those players I didn't dislike him. He just wasn't,
you're one of your guys.
yeah, he just
Yeah,
wasn't,
it's just like when I say that LeBron's not one of my guys, he definitely wasn't one of my guys. But I certainly appreciate what he does on the court. And I'm a fan of his play. I'm a fan of his results. There's my beautiful girlfriend right there, Pat Terrell. I can
welcome,
just say
Pat.
come on.
I'm glad you're with us, and it'll be interesting to get your take
Well,
on a few things. But Kobe, you can't deny his
Fire and his great.
excellence.
Yes.
I mean, his work ethic, his his uh his results. You can't deny that.
Yes.
That killer that we talk about, Ronnie.
Exactly.
You know, you can't deny that. If you try to deny it, you're not living in reality. So
no, you're not. The same thing with
yeah.
Michael Jordan. I wasn't a Jordan man. I like Neek back in the day. I was a Dominique Wilkins man and
Yeah.
other players. But there's no question in my mind when you start talking about that GOAT stuff. It's hard to compare eras, but you can't go wrong with MJ.
Well, that's a discussion in itself.
Yeah, it is. And we talked about that
But
last year.
see, when you're looking at logic,
Yeah,
logic can't say that one particular player is the GOAT
absolutely.
because they didn't play against each
They
other.
didn't- And
And
that's what Mike himself said.
Yeah, it's impossible. But
It's impossible.
you can have your GOAT.
Yeah.
If I was to have a GOAT, I watched Jordan. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's the best I ever seen in
Mm-hmm.
through my vision, but it could have been other players,
Yeah. Well, up until that series he did, which reminded me of all the great things he did, my GOAT was Kareem, and it still kind of is. I'm being honest with you, because Kareem did everything at every level. He got many rings as Jordan. He wasn't undefeated in the playoffs, but if you're talking about your playoff record, LeBron shouldn't even be in consideration. He shouldn't even be talked about, period. Because you talk about a GOAT with a losing playoff record. That just doesn't.
See, there's a certain criteria we can measure. If we had a GOAT criteria,
it'd be Bill Russell.
Yeah, well, I'm saying if there was a set GOAT criteria, but again, it's not logical.
All over the place. Is it rings? Could the GOAT be a player who never won a championship?
Yeah, that's why I can't get into that conversation. Not me.
Yeah,
but
it's talk.
Can we hear from Rick and Pat?
on what?
on that GOAT conversation and
Go to Rick.
Who you think is the greatest player ever?
Ever?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably Jordan.
Okay, that's honest. Rick, please.
I'm
Actually,
sorry.
I think
Oh.
I would actually go with Jordan myself.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, I'm kind of on Rigo's tip. Um, I wasn't really a Kobe fan, and I think one of the reasons, I understand separating yourself from the rest of the team so you can be a leader, but sometimes I thought Kobe did it a little too much. I think sometimes he didn't even really engage with the rest of the team. He would, uh, you know, the, like when a cluster of the teams would be in one place, he would be off to the side somewhere, separate himself. And like I said, I understand trying to be a leader. And and like you said, Ronnie, I'm not a LeBron fan either, but I do have a problem. And it's not just sports, but I do have a problem with arrogance. Um, I understand you have to when you play in sports, you have to have a certain level of arrogance. Uh,
Yeah, because all of them are arrogant. All of them.
right? That kind of boosts your level of performance too.
Right.
So,
Well, Rick, you played some ball. You were arrogant
yeah, I do
and
carry
still
some.
are.
I do carry some
I'm
arrogance.
not.
Yeah, you're arrogant. You knew when you stepped on the court, Rashaki, you could lock a MF up. You knew if you couldn't do anything else, you could lock somebody up, and you felt confident you would be able to do
That
that.
was one of my strongest points.
Right. That's
Shooting,
arrogance.
shooting and defending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a part of the game. You don't play the game, and everybody playing the game is trying to outdo everybody else. So that's arrogant in itself. Reality.
And I remember Rigo in his younger times. I thought he was a lockdown defender. And I know he don't remember playing against me a long time ago. I want to say it was in Downey somewhere, but yeah, he don't really let you go by him. You have to figure something else out.
Mm-hmm.
But those are my. And, I know Jordan is highly arrogant, and when I watched the documentary, the last dance.
Last Dance, yeah.
I got a little upset with Mike about how he treated Burrell.
Yeah, he treated everybody. You think Kobe was standing off from his teammates? Mike took that to a new level.
I never knew that, and until I seen that documentary.
Yeah.
But I was a George Gervin fan, even though he didn't. You couldn't really consider him as exciting as a Kobe
Oh no.
or
But the Iceman was something else.
yeah. He just had that knack for putting the ball in the basket and making it look effortless. And I know that's how he got his name, the Iceman, because he had that cool, calm demeanor on his face the whole time while he was going for 35, 40. I think one time he had a 63-point game. Well, probably more than that. Probably more than one time. But,
Exactly.
I'll look at it. I do think George, he plays both ends of the court well. He's one of the top guards to be up in the upper echelon and block shots. We already know what he can do with steals defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But for those guards that are up in the upper echelon and blocking shots, Those guys are playing some defense.
And you know who the king of the block shots among guards was?
Who's that?
Flash.
Who?
Flash. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade holds the record for the most block shots from a guard.
And you know, I would put him in the upper echelon because I've tracked his shot
Definitely. No question.
Hey,
DJ.
we have somebody that just joined, Janet Vernon.
She's one of the members of the Thunder Crew with Pat and myself. She's a good close friend of mine. Her husband's a Kappa man. She's an AKA lady, but ex-high school principal, long-term educator like you and I. And of course, Pat was 30 plus years in education. But Janet is, we call her Jan, is an avid Thunder fan, is a Thunder season ticket holder for literally almost 20 years and has been there from day one.
Well, I want to get her take on the GOAT conversation.
Jan, are you there? Hey, sweetie, unmute your mic.
I'm here.
Yeah. How you doing, sweetie? We're currently talking about our GOAT, you know, and we had a discussion about that earlier this evening, talking about our favorite players. And I've kind of already introduced you as being a part of the Thunder Crew, a long-term educator. Like Rashaki and I taught together in Long Beach. He's our moderator and host. Who is your favorite? Who do you think is the best player ever?
The GOAT.
On the Thunder
GOAT.
team?
Not the Thunder, the best player to ever play basketball.
Oh.
When you talk your GOAT, who is your GOAT?
Probably Michael Jordan. It'd be between Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
Yes. The consensus is MJ.
Michael.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
okay. I know that. Okay, good. That's good to know.
Yes, yeah. That's consensus. That's the consensus. But we also all acknowledge the fact that it's hard. Michael Jordan never said he was the GOAT. He said he couldn't say he was the GOAT because he never played against Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain and that era of guys. And the only fool that I know who has declared himself the GOAT was LeBron James, which immediately was a turnoff for me right there.
Yeah.
He said he was the GOAT after they beat the Warriors. The Warriors come back and swept them the next year and then beat them 4 out of 5. And you're going to be the GOAT and you're not even the GOAT in your era? I'm not certain because Steph owns his butt.
Yeah.
Own that butt. Own that butt. Completely. So don't be talking to me about you the GOAT and it's a little yellow cat out there in the Bay Area who happens to be one of my favorite players of all time.
That's right. And he's a GOAT.
One of my favorite players of all time, I don't have any problem telling people, is Wardell Stephen Curry.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do.
I got 2 favorites.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant. The Slim Reaper.
I love KD. I love KD, and I know that the fans in Oklahoma have
they booing
opinion about that. Some of them do.
Yeah.
Some are like, you know, it's not that everyone is against some of the choices that he made.
Yeah.
But he's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah. He can do everything on basketball court. So good to have you beautiful ladies on the show.
Well,
we have trouble getting people to come on a consistent basis. Rick has been one of our regulars. Rashaki, of course, he came up with the idea last year during the playoffs. We need to do a sports show. I have sent you guys some videos of some of the sin shows we've done. So he just, he'll always call me and says, "What's your take on this in the NBA? Who you got this year? Who you don't got?" He was back when we were both in Long Beach teaching together. He was a big Clipper fan.
Oh,
yeah.
And me being a Laker fan, and then he switched his allegiance from the Clippers to the Celtics when they got KG and Paul Pierce and Rondo and Ray Allen. So, and I understood that because I like those players, but the Celtics are at the bottom of my list. I don't ever want to see them win nothing. Period. I'm just a Boston hater. And the greatest Boston player, and probably a guy who should be talked about as being the GOAT, the man with 11 rings, is a Kappa.
Oh,
Bill
wow.
Russell. And the man who
What?
probably really, Bill Russell is a Kappa.
Oh, Bill Russell, yeah.
And the man who really should be the GOAT, just based on statistics alone, Will Chamberlain, is also a Kappa.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dan, you did not know that?
Me either.
Did not.
And those Celtics teams that Russell won those 11 rings with as a playing coach had 4 other Kappas on. Casey Jones, both of the Sanders brothers, both of the Sanders guys, and they weren't brothers, they were also Kappas.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Will and Russell were the best of friends. A lot of people thought they were adversaries. First of all, they're 2 Kappas. Kappas don't not like each other. You know what I'm saying, Jen? And Pat? Kappas do not like each other.
That's true.
That was one of the great educators I learned a lot of my stuff from was a man by the name of Art Williams. His son, Art Williams Jr., happens to be one of my closest friends in the world. But he made the statement that there is all Kappa men are great men, some better.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We feel the same. Yeah.
And,
We feel the same way about our sisters, don't we?
We do.
Yes.
We really do.
AKA's the Deltas, and I respect
we really do.
That's right.
like that.
We really do.
Both of y'all Deltas?
These are Pat's a Delta, Jan's an AKA.
I'm an AKA.
Oh man, them darn Deltas. Woo. Them Deltas ain't no joke, boy. I was
Well, you
scared
see how
of
she
them.
got me? Can you see?
Oh, listen. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Deltas. Hey, the AKA was the old little sweetheart.
Yeah.
Then you get the Deltas, mess with the Deltas, you're gonna get knocked out. They
Well,
like they
I'm a living
told me
witness.
Deltas.
Unlike the Kappas who like to party.
Yeah.
Oh
we
man,
like
the Deltas. We was a line at the party at the Deltas. The Deltas was they had their line there,
Mm-hmm.
and that leader said, "Sick 'em."
Oh wow,
And
that
you
must have
talking
been
about, and
that
these
must have been in
Deltas,
California.
yeah, these Deltas wasn't no little ones. They was kind of, it's kind of healthy and thick.
Healthy.
Oh
And I was
my.
like, oh no, I ain't messing with them.
But I don't blame you if they were kind of healthy.
Oh my God.
We're all of us are divine 9 lovers. Any Greek,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, what is Rick is a part of the Divine 9?
Rick?
You.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was a basketball player. I was my fraternity.
Okay.
I didn't mess with. If I would have pledged, it probably have been alphas because Brother Machinda was an alpha.
Okay.
And he's like 4 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he was the person I would look up to in college when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably would have been
an
alpha.
alpha. Yeah.
I'll tell you, you say that because of him, but if he wouldn't have been in the picture, I picture you as a Q.
Nasty Q dog. Yeah.
Oh, those cute. Yeah. Yeah.
I picture you as a Q dog. I really do. I think that would have been the way you would have gone.
No, I'm too much.
Really?
I'm too much of an individualist to be in a fraternity.
Fraternity.
Yeah, because I was
let
like,
me tell you something, dude. There's no great individualist than myself. I've been alone for most of my life.
Ronnie, you extreme dude.
Yeah.
One extreme to another.
Oh, exactly. You got me. You got me. I love my individuality, but I mean, if I didn't have Patricia Terrell in my life, I might as well be dead.
Oh wow.
That's real talk.
Thank you, Ron.
Wow. Can I let me record that?
Yes. I know.
I mean, I just I need her to she makes me whole.
That's awesome.
That?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Patricia Terrell, Pat.
Oh, Miss Pat?
Yeah.
Miss Pat?
Yes,
Take my
sir.
head off for you because Ronnie ain't never met nobody like him.
Oh wow.
Oh no. You talking about a filter?
Uh-huh.
I don't
Well,
think I
He
only
has,
think, well, you know what a filter is.
I know, he doesn't have a filter. He's gotten better, though. He's gotten better.
Okay. Well,
Some.
I don't
keep
have the
working
filter,
on it.
but I kind of know when to hold them and when to fold them.
You do. You
All
do.
right.
And I don't mess
Now,
them with that.
now, Rick, are you there, Rick?
Yeah.
Did you attend any university?
No, actually, I just went to LBCC. That was it.
So did they have fraternities there?
No, they
Okay.
don't have fraternities at junior colleges.
They
Well,
didn't
I
have
don't know.
they didn't have any
Mm-mm.
No, you have to be. It has to be a 4-year school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
weren't formal fraternities over there. They were just clubs that called themselves fraternities.
Mm.
Oh,
Mhm.
clubs. Okay.
Mhm.
Clubs, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie, I did have something I wanted to talk about. So did you have anything else that you want to mention so far?
Well, we're going to talk about the current state of the NBA.
Okay.
We're going that it's a sports show, so. But I defer to
A
you.
minute.
No, I don't want you to defer to me because I'm gonna bring mines up.
Okay.
I wanted you to
Well,
initiate it.
essentially, they and Rick, I always seek Rick's thoughts because Rick has some deep thoughts on basketball. The thing is, the current NBA season, we started this show last year during the playoffs. The current NBA season has gotten out to a rousing start. They've always said it takes 10 to 12 games before you really know who's what and how teams are going to look, and when the pecking order starts to sort itself out. When the bottom teams will start showing you who they are, you always have a couple of teams every year that rise up above a level that you anticipated them to be at, and you always have a couple of other contenders from the previous season due to injuries, aging, losing players or whatnot, all of a sudden fall off the chamber. A prime example of that is the Indiana Pacers and the Boston Celtics. Most people would have picked the Celtics to be in the finals last year against the Thunder rather than rather than the Indiana Pacers or even the New York Knicks. And a healthy Celtics team, and they were healthy when they were playing the Knicks and still lost with Jason Tatum. So, and then New York was a heavy favorite over Indiana. And of course, we saw how that came about. The Thunder was favored all the way through. There were a lot in the national media included who didn't think that they could get by the Thunder. The Thunder wanted Denver in the playoffs. They wanted to play Denver because they thought if they could beat Denver, the West would be no issue, which it pretty much turned out to be prophetic. I mean, the East would be no issue. Once they could get by Denver, they figured they could beat anybody, which it turned out they did. Now, in the finals, it was a 7-game series. Oklahoma City, I went to the first game, and Oklahoma City lost to the Pacers right at the very end,
Mm-hmm.
which flipped the whole series around. You lose at home in the first round of the playoffs. It's usually not a good sign. But all of the great playoff teams, all of the great champions of the NBA have one thing in common, and other than their greatness, is that they can win on the other team's home court. The great Laker teams, the great Celtic teams, the great Cavalier teams with LeBron, all of the great NBA champions have been known for winning on the road. You got to be able to win on the road to call yourself a true champion. One of the advantages that the Thunder had, the biggest advantage they had other than the best players and the best team, they may not even have the best players, but they certainly had the best team. One of the biggest advantages that they had, of course, other than their incredible depth, was the fact that they never lost more than 2 games in a row during the entire season. You might beat them twice in a row, but you're not going to beat them 3 times. and they're gonna play the same at your place as they do their place, which is Paycom Center, which is a huge advantage. That has to be one of the loudest arenas in the NBA. And another advantage it has is that it has a collegiate-like atmosphere in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go to a Staples Center or Crypto Common, whatever they call it, you got stars in there that are bigger than the people on the floor. Same thing with Clipper games. You got stars sitting in the stands. They comp 25% of the first row for celebrities in Crypto Common Arena. They comp them.
Okay.
Just for celebrities to show up and sit there. So it's kind of not like that in Oklahoma City. Obviously, we have some celebrities there for every game, and they're usually of a local nature. But it's just a whole different atmosphere than any other NBA arena. Then you got they were the youngest team in the league last year, and now they're just only the sixth youngest. That's a big change.
Mm.
Big change. Big change just in 1 year. And they didn't acquire anybody else. They did not lose one significant player. They lost one player that got a few minutes, and that was Dylan Jones.
Joe. Mm-hmm.
But they kept their whole roster intact, and then they added the first round draft choice as usual, hurt himself, and he's out for the year. The first round draft choice from last year, Nikola Topic, has hurt himself again. He's supposed to be back though. But I really don't even see how he can break into the rotation. He'll get some minutes at the end, but we're so deep. I mean, that's our big advantage. Not only are we skilled, we're deep, and like we were last year when we won the championship, again, we have the number one defense in the league.
What did you say?
We have the number one defense in the league.
Oh, yeah.
And
Absolutely.
all sports, the idiom, what is the idiom, Rick? Offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets and gets people in the stands, defense wins championships. Thunder had the best defense in the league last year. Again, they have the best defense in the league. And it's not even really close. Not even really close. Their net margin of victory is 14 points. 14 points, which is by far the only team in the NBA and with a double net margin. That means what you score versus what you give up. We're giving up 104 points a game. We're scoring 118, which is like fourth or fifth in the league on offense, and then first on defense. But the defense is the true key to what we're about and what we're doing and what makes us so much better. Okay, segueing into that any further, through this first 12 games of the season, we've lost once to Portland at home in Portland. And Drew Holiday just absolutely killed us. 6 out of 9 from threes. That's going to happen. You're going to win. We're going to lose some more. Yeah, for sure. But the NBA is hard. It's just really hard. There's two teams I fear out there. I fear Denver Nuggets because of Jokic, who is the best player in the entire world. And I'll argue with anybody upside down about that. There's nobody in basketball that has an effect on the basketball like Nikola Jokic. It's just ridiculous. Y'all see that 55 piece he dropped last night?
But when the Thunder played them, Dort frustrated him so till he, we beat them. One strong point for the Thunder to me is that our bench is just as strong as our main 5.
True that.
And Jokic is one of the best players, but he is
the best.
Yeah, well, but I'm just saying he's been handled before
he
too.
was handled last year. He was handled.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Lou Dort and Caruso.
And Caruso, that's true.
They messed him up.
They did. They did. Yep.
You know,
that's right. Caruso sure was. Yep.
But that's the way to mess up a big guy. Rick can tell you that, and Rigo can tell you that from their basketball experience. You put some little smaller guys on a big guy like that. You figure he's gonna score on your big man anyway. You might as well put some smaller guys on him who hacking, and they went after the ball. They didn't go after his body.
Oh no.
They went after the ball. And they were sniping the ball because they got those quick hands and those strong hands. And and the one thing a big man is going to do in the game is bring the ball down here. All big men you have to gather from here. They're going to bring the ball down. So when he would bring it down or right at the catch, they'd be on it. And he said it's like playing with some spiders or some octopus because the arms were coming from
It's called good defense.
That's called good defense, and it's called fouling too. Because
you want to know why you can be more successful against a big man than the way it used to be against big men if you're smaller? It's because they play on the perimeter more. When we were playing against big men, they were always in the paint.
We had to be.
We didn't have big men shooting 3-pointers when we were playing.
Big men didn't even dribble.
That's what I'm saying. So Jokic is out on the perimeter at times, and it's easier to be peskier towards him than on the inside, because all you got to do is catch the ball high and keep it high and do your damage. Yeah. So that's the difference between back when we were playing and now, is that the big men are out on the perimeter, and then when you have those pesky defenders like the two you were talking about, you can have greater success against great players.
Big players, yeah.
Beautiful analysis by a basketball savant.
He's a savant, huh?
And we're going and Rashaki and Rick know the game because they play the game. Rick, aren't you still playing in the senior league?
We both are.
Yeah.
Are you still playing?
Yeah, we are.
They're playing the senior league. These guys are hoopers.
Okay.
Well,
you don't call yourself a hooper, Rick?
All I can say is I'm out there.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. They used to be serious hoopers.
Oh yeah, they probably still are. Just at a slower pace. They probably still are. Slower pace.
Well, the father time is undefeated in the sports world. He's undefeated.
No question.
Is that right, Rick?
He gonna still got it in him.
Yeah.
Well, I applaud you guys.
I do too.
On the court. I think that's commendable.
It is. Yeah.
That's what would kill me.
Do it as long as you can. That is truly commendable.
I got some slow footage of us in the 3-on-3 senior league. I mean, the senior tournament we was in.
Oh, you really?
It's a little challenging to watch. But we're doing
I thought you were getting ready to pull it up so that we could.
I did too. I was getting ready to say.
No.
We want to see it.
If you ladies keep coming back, I will not bless your eyes to see that. So
you got to realize Rico is 60 now.
And Rick is 61.
Yeah, you got they're senior citizens too. Little junior to us, but they're senior citizens.
I'm trying to psych myself out. So
Stay on the court. Stay on the court.
Stay on the court.
Well, ended up, last year we were talking. It was I think Machinda and one other guy I know that they were for Indiana, and I don't know if that was they thought Indiana had a chance, and Indiana did have a chance because they took 7 games.
They did.
They won that first game. They were playing exceptional, just exceptionally good basketball. And the key with Indiana, they just like us, they play defense and they run. But they got one of the great coaches in the game, Rick Carlisle, who was a world champion with the Dallas Mavericks, and was an excellent player, and he was also a world champion with the Boston Celtics as a player. So Rick Carlisle knows what he's doing. Good coaching matters. Good coaching matters.
One thing about the series, Oklahoma City just had more than them. And then when the guy got hurt, that was it. But Oklahoma City just had more stronger men than them.
Oh, yeah, no question about it.
So
they played great though. They played really well.
They did.
They played better than I've ever seen them play. I didn't know they were that good.
Yeah, they played. Yeah.
They really took us. They were a great test for us. The killing part about it, when Halliburton went down, the little white boy, what's his name from Arizona, came in and balled. He had 20 points.
Yeah.
And he outplayed Halliburton in 3 games of that 7-game series.
He did.
What's the little white boy's name from
I
Arizona?
can't
I
think
mean, the
of it.
boy's good, and he's the oldest guy on the team, like Caruso is on our team. But I mean,
What's his name?
Can't think of
he
it.
was just
Can't
killing us.
think of it.
I mean, we checked Halliburton. We never checked him.
Well,
Right.
We never checked him.
when that particular player is your best performing player, I don't think you're gonna win.
Exactly. Because he had nights when but he's always been tough in the playoffs for Indiana every year. He's an ex-Arizona player.
T.J. McConnell, I think.
Rick McConnell.
McCollum. That's him. That's him.
Man, he was killing us. One of the
That's
reasons
him.
he's
I was
little,
getting ready
he's
to.
crafty, can
Yeah.
shoot the 3, can handle the
Yep.
ball, doesn't turn the ball over. Halliburton at times can be a turnover machine. He doesn't turn the ball over. He plays within himself, and he's from that long basketball factory line of solid Arizona Wildcat players. Shout out to Tito and Nico. But he's just a heck of a player, man.
Yeah,
TJ McConnell is a serious NBA player and knows his role, just like the Thunder players. We got Thunder players sitting on our bench, 8th and 9th man. That could be starting all over the league.
They're that good.
And I mean, all over the league. Aaron Wiggins would be a hit for the Lakers.
For real.
AJ Mitchell, be starting for the Lakers.
Yeah.
These are 6th and 7th men.
You say starting for the Lakers?
Yeah, they'd be Lakers guard. They'd be
Oh, yeah. I thought you. Okay.
Yeah,
I
they'd be starting for the Lakers.
misunderstood you. All righty.
And a lot of other teams that need guards.
Draymond Green put it best in his post
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I
conference
saw
the other
that.
night. Did you see that?
Yes.
He talked about the love that these guys have that the Thunder
have for each other.
And he said that's number one. Those guys really like each other. They love each other. And I don't listen to Draymond too often, but he makes sense.
Well, yes, he did.
And he just said everybody knows their roles. He said the starters know their roles. They know who their GOAT is. Their main man is Shea, and everybody falls in line behind that. And he said, and he saw a player number 23. He called his name. He said, I'd never seen that guy before, but he knew his role.
It's our rookie, Brooks Barnheiser.
Brooks, that's who it was.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
But he gave them real kudos the other night.
He did. Absolutely.
That's not who we are right now. We've got to get ourselves back together, but that's not who we are right now. They are. He said they've got 5 men on the court at the beginning of of the game, and then they'll put another 5 out there.
That's right.
Right. And get this, you talking about great players. Our leader, the head of the snake, who is simply an assassin. That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's simply an assassin. He has sit out 7 fourth quarters when they play 12 games. We're 12-1, so he sit out more than 50% of the time. He's sitting out the fourth quarter, and he's still second or third in the league in scoring, third or fourth in scoring, and he'll be right there at the end when some of those guys fall down. Because I mean, a 30 piece for him.
Well, as going back to Draymond again, you still have J-Dub, who hadn't touched the floor at all.
That's right.
Right.
And Wiggs.
I already know.
And Wiggs. Yeah.
And you got Wiggins on the bench. You got, right now we got Lou Dort on the bench.
Yeah. We got Jordan there.
Did you see the guys? I was looking at the broadcast of the ESPN crew last night, Barkley and crew.
Yes, I did.
And I totally agree with Charles Buckner when he said that Aaron Wiggins is one of the things that makes us go. Man, Wiggins is so tough.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous. But now I'm not saying Wiggins gonna have to share that mountain with AJ.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
AJ Mitchell is just. We saw him playing well last year, but he had a toe injury and missed 42 games. And he came back in the playoffs. He was rusty, but he contributed a little bit. But he has stepped his game up. Big time.
Yeah, they had a picture of him when he was 7. He had on an Oklahoma City jersey that had KD's number on it.
Yeah, number 35. Yeah.
Really? Yes, they showed it.
And he's from Belgium.
He's from Belgium. Yeah.
His mother's Belgium. His father is a black guy who played college on the West Coast at Santa Clara.
But yeah, so he's made full circle as far as I'm concerned.
6'4" guard, plays defense.
Yeah. He wanted to be an Oklahoma City Thunder at 7.
Who's going to be in the finals? Who's going to be in the finals?
Oklahoma City.
Besides the Thunder? Now, I always say the finals are always determined by number 1, skill/health.
Okay. They got to be healthy.
Skill/health. Even though the Celtics fell to the Knicks last year in the playoffs, I think those same Celtics would have beat the Pacers and made the finals. It's a matchup thing. It's a matchup thing. Why I've always, when Luka was with Dallas, I feared Dallas more than any team in the league.
I did
and
too.
Dallas has been our nemesis.
Yes.
But they no more.
They were.
No more.
Yeah.
Dallas is an afterthought at this point. And it's not just because they lost Luka. I mean, they're just not the same team. You know, they lose Luka, they lose Kyrie, and now AD. No, they can forget it. Injuries again.
Yeah.
I think their general manager was fired or something. Wasn't he?
They fired him.
Yeah,
he's the one who traded Luka, which was.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't trade Luka, was Luka gonna get in shape like he is now?
No,
like he's doing in the Lakers.
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. He had to realize that it's gonna take more to get to that mountaintop that you supposedly want to go for, and by you being out of shape, it doesn't make sense.
And not defending. And here's my take on Luka. He may be the greatest offensive player ever to play the game. He has a variety of stuff that is just ridiculous. That step back three, his passing ability, his rebounding ability. He is a machine who I don't think will ever win an NBA championship. I think he suffers from, I'm going to call it the Westbrook syndrome. Westbrook is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He doesn't play winning basketball. And I'm not certain that he ever has, except when he was at UCLA. Because at UCLA, he was a lockdown defender. Never scored more than 12 points a game. He was just defending and distributing. Got to the Thunder. By the second and third year, his shot was pretty decent. His mid-range shot was really decent. Those 2 years that he led the league in scoring, he was shooting very well from mid-range and over 80% at the line. He's the only great player I've ever seen who regressed as a shooter as his career extended. Guys who didn't even have three-point shots, like Brook Lopez of the Clippers, developed them. Blake Griffin was shooting threes. He never shot a three in college. Guys, everybody in the league that comes into the league, their handles tighten up, their defense tightens up, and they become better shooters with practice. Westbrook went the opposite way as far as his shot is concerned.
What do you attribute that to?
I can't figure it out because he's a great athlete. He's probably the most athletic point guard to ever play the game.
It's called mental. I think his mentality, because the way he play, anytime you're going 100 miles an hour and your team is going 50 miles an hour, it's not going to work. And see, you have to, that chemistry has to be, interwoven, and you're playing on one accord. You can't play, out of sync with your team. No, and that's Russell Westbrook. How do you go from a good shooter to a poor shooter? It has to be mental.
It's got to be. I totally agree with that.
He seems to be shooting better this year than he has previous.
Yeah, because his volume is less. He's not getting as many shots. He is shooting better.
Yeah, he seems to be
shooting better, but he's just so erratic, you don't know. And
well, yeah,
and even worse than his shooting is he turns the ball over.
Yeah, he does.
He goes so fast, he turns it over, makes passes that nobody can catch. And, it's kind of cavalier with the ball at times. And then he's never been a great defender in the NBA. He was in college. Yeah. And he's defending better now as he's a veteran and a minimum wage player. I don't understand why a man with Russell's ability, even though it's hard to game. Russell has $350 million. He's one of the wealthiest players in the league.
He could just enjoy the game. I mean,
he loves it.
Yeah, that's
there's nothing like being out there between the lines. And all of the great ones say, play till the wheels fall off. And that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. I think
as far as him being in shape and all of that, yeah, he's in shape as anybody in the league. He plays hard.
Yeah. I think a lot of those older guys just like they enjoy the game, and that's something they know and enjoy and love.
But for a first ballot Hall of Famer to be getting dissed and getting picked up 2 days before the season starts on a minimum non-guaranteed contract, which means that the disaster that Sacramento is, they may release him before the year is over.
Well,
but that can happen to him easily because they are a disaster.
Yeah. But for Westbrook, if he's $350 million person, he could care less. I mean,
but he wants to be in the league, obviously.
Well,
He wants
he wants to play. Yeah,
and
I think
he could have gone over to China and made the $3.5 million in a month. They were trying to get him in China.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't know that.
He just wants to be in the league with the greatest basketball players in the world. I don't blame him for none of that. If I can still play, and he can obviously still play, and it's a shame that.
Well, that says he's not playing for the money.
Yeah, it's a shame that it took 2 days before the season to start for him to get with a team. But again, he doesn't play winning basketball.
Yeah, why?
Rick, what's your take on that?
Well, you talking about Westbrook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Westbrook reminds me of my son, and like Rigo was saying, you can't play the whole game at 100 miles per hour. Sometimes Westbrook, he's so aggressive. I think that's one of the main reasons he misses outside shots. He's so aggressive with everything. He doesn't really have a touch.
Exactly, no touch.
Yeah.
He shoots line drive jumpers. Yeah, no touch. Yeah.
Exactly. And anybody will tell you, any shooter will tell you, that's when you need to be your most relaxed, when you going into your shot. Well, when you putting your whole body into the shot, once you get up in the air, you should be relaxed and take a nice smooth shot. Put your whole body into it. But Russ is just so aggressive, and I love watching Russ at UCLA. I mean, he was aggressive. He was relentless.
Mm-hmm.
He's still relentless, but when he was relentless at UCLA, it kind of reminded me of Spreewell.
Latrell Sprewell, yeah.
But I would like to see Russ excel. It's probably too late now, but
definitely.
He's under the 8 ball a bit, but I thought he was a great player. He was just too, you can't be aggressive all the time. You got to use.
Yeah, he just had one speed. One speed on.
It's like my son. And I had a conversation with him recently because I've been messing around with him on the court, trying to stay in shape. And sometimes he'll get a rebound and full speed down the court and attack the basket for a layup. And one time, last week, he went for a layup and it ricocheted off the backboard. He was going so fast. Ricocheted off the backboard. I'm like, dude, you got to slow down. Take those 2 steps and gather yourself. And you better, I say, you better off to convert that horizontal energy into vertical energy when you get there.
Yeah.
So, he kind of took that in to an extent. Funny thing is, used to coach his team back in the day. We used to have one girl on our team, and the boys, they think they knew everything. They went out and did it their way. You tell them, you stop doing it like that. Do it this way. Every time I told the girl one thing, she did it exactly how I told her to do it. But these boys, it's kind of tough to coach them. It's easier to coach. They focus on what you tell them.
That's interesting.
That is.
You're giving it up for the ladies. That's kudos to them.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Well, it's remarkable how far women's basketball has grown in the last few years, man. From when I was in high school and they were playing half court, and Pat played like that in high school.
Yeah, I played half court.
And everybody was hacking. It was unwatchable. Couldn't anybody dribble? Couldn't anybody shoot? And everybody was hacking. It was just a hack fest. And to what it is now, I mean, these girls are in some instances more skilled than the guys because they play below the basket. So they're fundamentally sound. They're fundamentally sounder than the guys in the NBA, and they have great.
Yeah, I'm just glad that the women NBA or WNBA have begun to start receiving the kind of money that the men in the NBA have always received.
Yeah.
And they're very good players. Yeah. They're as good of players as some of the men in the NBA. Yeah. But I'm just glad to see that that's come around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
The NBA season for men is how long?
82 games.
82 games.
And then for the women, how many games?
About 40.
Okay.
So
is the ratio proportional?
No, it's not.
No.
And is it proportional?
It's not. And the key to all of it is the television contracts. Okay. The NBA has a multi-billion-dollar television contract, and the WNBA has a multi-million-dollar contract.
Yeah. And I'm just saying that regardless the number of games, I'm just glad to see that the WNBA that they are receiving some halfway decent money for as long as
it's improving now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we got this new CBA coming up, and the league salaries are going to go up at least at least 100% across the board. Like the maximum a player can make now is like $250. That's going to go to like $500,000. So that's going to give them some incentive. I mean, because these college girls are coming into the league now richer than all of the veterans.
So that image thing is in with the females too in college.
The college girls come in, Paige Buckers, Caitlin Clark, and came into the league as millionaires.
Okay. Yeah. So
they were already millionaires because they were making $1 million, multi-million dollars in college through Neil.
That's it, Neil.
The WNBA salary level for rookies is $78,000.
See?
That's what Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese make, $78,000. And the minimum in the NBA, the number 15 man on the bench is getting $850. That's the minimum. I think it's $880 or $880, something like that. Is the minimum NBA contract for a first-year player. That's night and day difference. But we're talking about $1 billion TV contract versus $1 million TV contract.
Yeah, right.
We're talking about a league that plays half the games that the NBA does.
That the NBA plays.
You can't compare. That's you
can't. You can't compare
those two.
It's
but
just
they needed to be lifted up to where they are now.
Absolutely.
So they can make a decent living without having to
Absolutely.
go overseas in off season.
Absolutely.
To play.
Right. That's why sister girl got locked up over there. She was over there making money.
She was making $1.5 million.
That's right. Yeah.
More than she's ever made in one season in her whole career in the
Right.
WNBA.
Right.
So that's why they had to go overseas. But now they got this unrivaled league that's come up, just led by the players. So they're getting some opportunities over here, and they're going to raise the money up where they can.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, and I'm glad to see it. It is.
Really good thing.
Okay, I wanted to get the panel's take on a few things. Now, I'm looking at, and then I want to go football a little bit too, and this is behavior. So I want to start, since we're on basketball, I want to start with Ja Morant. What do you think about Ja Morant's behavior as of late in the NBA?
Outrageous.
Can you explain that though?
Can I explain it?
Yeah.
Number one thing you look at is parental control and how he was raised. His dad obviously has no control over him, as do many professional athletes' parents, simply because of the fact that he's got his dad driving around in a G-Wagon and bought him $1 million house. And he's on the payroll running his off-court stuff. So his dad is making multi-million dollars a year. It's kind of hard for a dad to tell him, hey, man, you need to be cool. And he's putting him down like this. Ja Morant should be on the 2028 Olympic team as one of our point guards. From a talent perspective. From a talent perspective, I thought he was as good as Jalen Brunson, who's a beast as far as American point guards are concerned. You know, it's obvious that Steph and LeBron and KD are not going to be playing in 2028, even though they probably could. But as far as the young point guards are concerned, that should have been Ja Morant on a pure talent basis. But his head is ragged in a can of Freestone Peaches. He's a nut. He's just a nut, man, because he's first of all, he's on a max contract.
So it's arrogance.
Yeah, he's getting $40, $50 million a year, so he don't give a shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's arrogance.
It's arrogance. I got mine. I don't like the coach.
What was his latest issue as far as?
It's his coach. He's warring with the coach. He doesn't like the coach. And Memphis made a serious mistake in firing Taylor Jenkins, who's a fine coach. But he lost the locker room. And when you lose the locker room, you got to go. You got to go. But Taylor Jenkins was a heck of a coach. And this guy, he's Rick Acelo. I think he's Italian or something. He and Ja obviously not hitting it off. And he's trying to coach him hard.
Well, it's obvious that
taking it. Yeah.
It's obvious though that Ja doesn't really care, because the times that he didn't play last year, suspended for so many games.
For stupid stuff.
Yeah, for crazy stuff. And he came back and he's still warring with people.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs to go to another team.
I think so too, but who wants to take on?
I know.
He's owed over $200 million on his contract. Who wants to take that on at the level that he's playing now?
Yeah.
And pick up a problem.
Still flying to there, ducking like a maniac again. Everybody in the league be trying to get him. And there's been some rumors that he's linked to Minnesota. But Minnesota can't pay him.
Okay. I understand that.
Yeah, they can't pay him. Can't nobody pay him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
well,
nobody's gonna give him no $40 million a year.
Put his butt on the bench. That's what I say. If he wants to act a nut.
Well, I'm gonna call him. The reason you can't bench him is like the Bronny James syndrome. Bronny James jersey is in the top 20 sellers in the NBA.
It's the top in the top what?
In the league, and he shouldn't even be in the league, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
And certainly not on my Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna still claim the Lakers. Bronny James don't need to be on my Lakers. He's taking a job from somebody that's a better player on their G League team.
Yeah.
And his dad is a billionaire. He's
Oh, yeah.
cost some
He's a
kid a
millionaire.
job that needs this,
Mm-hmm.
that needs to be in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason I don't cut nothing about LeBron, because that boy should not be on the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think part of what you said as far as Ja is concerned is could start at home, that parenting.
Yeah,
And
and
then
his
what he
dad,
was and what he was allowed to do in his growing up times, and even starting out as a grizzly or whatever.
yeah, these kids are their parents' meal tickets.
I know. I
Yeah.
do know that. I do know that.
I mean, there's just so much control. You know, if John just tells, oh man, I ain't trying to hear what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
You want to keep driving that G wagon? You want to keep staying that?
Well, see, this is another thing to look at. When you're parenting,
Mm-hmm.
you're parenting for what I think you should be parenting for your children be the best people
version of
possible.
themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently the behavior that the dad displays,
Mm-hmm.
he's at the games. First of all, he's drinking at the game.
He's drunk.
Yeah.
And
and
he's smoking. You know he's smoking.
And you're getting into it. You're making a spectacle of yourself with Shannon Sharp at games.
Yeah.
Or at that one particular game.
Yeah, like he
and so,
Shannon Sharp.
So what is Ja looking at? He's not looking at an example of what to be.
Right. I agree.
So your behavior is gonna, if you don't have control of yourself, your behavior is gonna fall short because of what you're looking at, what you come from.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an issue. That is an issue in itself. And then and when you value the riches and don't value self, it's an issue. And I just hope that it doesn't be the demise of him in the league because he's such a super talent.
He is, but
I would like to hear from Miss Janet and Rick about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a I mean, what do you have to do to get suspended from the league if you're not coachable? I don't. It doesn't make any difference how much money you make if you're not coachable. Nobody wants to pick you up. Nobody wants to pick you up because you're not coachable and pick up the slack of paying your your salary. At one point in time, this is not. It's just not NBA caliber. He's got the talent, but he doesn't
have the behavior.
Doesn't have the team. The professionalism to stick with. To be respectful on a team. And at what point do you get suspended from the league?
Even if he was suspended, the Players Association would step in and demand that he get his money.
Oh, really?
And that's just reality. Yes, the Players Association is going to protect not only the great players, but the ones that ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because the Players Association is nothing but a union.
Okay, that's the Chris
and
Paul.
And unions will protect their weakest members more than anybody.
Okay.
Right? We're teachers. We've been in teacher unions. Unions will protect the weak.
They will.
We've seen teachers that shouldn't be teaching. The union, once they get tenured, they're there. Can't get them out.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Can't get them out.
Well, I go back to what Pat said then. You can bench him.
That's what I do.
Yeah. and the way we were raised from our parents, who didn't always really know the best thing for us, but they tried the best that they could do with what they had. The way we were raised, we would be approaching that differently. And I'm not saying that because I'm old enough to be his grandfather. I am old enough to be his grandfather.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, my grandson is 10 years older than him. But the reality is that our character would not allow us to do that.
Right.
Ja's biggest issue is a lack of character. Rick, you feeling me?
I do feel you. Actually, I think Ja, especially our guys that come from inner city or poverty areas, and then once they get into the limelight and have all this money, some of them just don't know the best way to deal with it. Like, Kobe, he probably came from, better than
Oh, he
since
came
his
from
father
a
used to
wealthy
play.
family. His daddy was
Right.
rough. Yeah.
Right. But, some of those other guys, they channeled it better than Ja is channeling it right now. You could see a little bit of that in Iverson as well. His mother did the best she could, and
yeah, he was buck wild.
yeah, she got him out of trouble by having a conversation with John Thompson at Georgetown. I think that kind of changed his life.
Yeah,
But
AI gave it all on the court.
Right. But not to jump out of the subject we're not the realm that we're talking about, sports. It's kind of the same with P. Diddy. You come from the hood, and then all of a sudden you got all this limelight and all these riches, and you don't know how to channel it. But I think John need to take some lessons from cats like Gilbert Arenas. There's some other cats who weren't superstars, like the guy that used to play with the Lakers. His last name was Crittenton. I don't know if you remember that guy.
Javaris Crittenton, the guy with the gun, and he was a wannabe thug.
Right.
I know you're talking Javaris Crittenton.
Yeah, that's an issue I have, though, with all the examples that are before him that has happened to some person of color.
Yep.
The same things that he's doing. We've got thousands and thousands of examples before him. What does he need to know that if you do this, this is what's going? Yeah. He just wants to be a thug, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's been time to end that thug stuff. I mean,
it is.
That's not getting us anywhere.
Right. Absolutely.
We can see that with what's going on today.
Right. Absolutely. So he just wants to be the guy he is, that I don't know, that he is. It's not a good example. I hope none of these young boys are watching him.
And some of that with him is him remaining loyal to his posse, his boys, who the only reason they existing is because he's paying them. He works for them. They work for him. And some of them come from questionable backgrounds that want to be hood and want to be a thug, and you making $45-50 million a year. That's insanity.
It's insanity.
That's just pure craziness.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's plenty of guys in the NBA that's rough around the collars, but
plenty of them.
They know how to channel it. They understand.
That's right.
Be stupid.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Get your money, dog.
Yeah.
Get your money.
And keep your private life private.
Yep.
Don't display it.
Get your money. That's one of the things that I love about
8-balled real quick.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I like about Westbrook. He's so clean off the court. He gives back. He's involved in the community. He's here in Oklahoma City. Westbrook is king, man.
Yes.
And he's still giving back to the Oklahoma City.
He still does. Yeah, he does.
And just, that part about him is one of the parts that just is amazing to you. And then all of the players will tell you in the locker room, he's good in the locker room. Players love him.
And who is that now?
Westbrook.
Yeah,
Westbrook.
He's beloved by the players.
Yeah, well,
I guess
this is a different generation. So
yeah, it is, and nobody defends him stronger than KD. Nobody, and they're actually friends still.
Well, I think they have a strong brotherhood.
Yeah, they do.
And they should.
Absolutely.
They should. Oh, another thing. What's going on with Chauncey Billups and the other guy? Anybody know about that?
They're greedy.
You think that they actually did that?
You have not heard them deny it.
Well, I don't. I mean, aren't they maybe
Chauncey
on
ain't
the?
said a word. He ain't
But
said, they
is
ain't
he in
denied it.
jail? Is he in jail?
No.
Oh,
They
probably
arrested them and
not.
they released them the same night on their own recognizance. They're millionaires. They can bond out just like that.
Okay, so now do they have like if they're going to defend themselves, do they have a gag order not to really talk about it?
Absolutely. If
Okay,
they don't
so
want to go
that's
to the
probably why they're
penitentiary.
not saying nothing.
Well, see, here's the thing. They better hope their case drags until Trump's out of office, because the Trump people won't lock them up. The other side of that coin is if they're dealing with mafiosi and mobsters, they need to be locked up because you're infecting the integrity of the game. But the greedy ass white man, and I'm sorry because I got many Caucasian friends, allowed gambling to be legal in professional sports, and it's all about the money. Gambling affects the integrity of the game.
It does.
And it's advertised during the game time on the
bottom line.
When you watch it on TV, you can place a bet.
Yeah, and these guys are weak. These guys love to gamble. Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley left millions on the golf course and in Vegas.
Well, you know what I always say, and I'm gonna say this until somebody could convince me to do otherwise. If money is the value, the human is devalued.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I agree with that.
You gotta have something other than money.
That's right.
Yeah. I could have all the money in the world.
Money will take a good person and ruin them.
Yeah, and it has done that in many cases.
Look at Ja, whatever his name is.
Well, again with Ja Morant, it starts at home, I think.
Yeah, I do too.
And
I definitely think so.
What I always hope is that people improve. And if his father can acknowledge something and he can acknowledge something, I think the story could have a real good ending. But will that happen?
I'm just thinking about that, Rigo. What's missing from Ja? Nobody ever said anything about his mom.
Never.
And my mom was my rock as far as me acting up. All she had to do was look at me, dude.
Very
and I'm straightening up.
Different.
Nobody ever mentions his mom.
I know it, but
I'm scared of my mom. She's a little bitty one.
Yeah, but that's different times. I mean, that was 19 back. This is 2025. It's totally different. A lot of these parents that have these men on this court are young parents.
And trying to be friends with them.
Exactly.
And be friends with kids.
Well, every time I see something on Ja, it's always was his father working with him. And the mother has been, I haven't seen too much. If I've seen her.
I don't even know if he got one. I've never heard anything about his mom.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Moms, particularly black moms, they know how to check people.
Yes, ask KD. Ask KD.
Yeah, absolutely.
You say ask KD.
Ask KD.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all know this, but Barkley and Shaq's mothers intervened when they had that fight in the league.
Oh, did they?
Barkley and Shaq's mom have been great friends all their life. And they intervened and told them, no more of that.
I've heard them say that their
mom. No more of that.
Yeah.
And they rag on each other, but they are really great friends.
Really
they are. Great friends.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't they in a commercial together at one point?
Oh yeah, they're making money together, and they're making money off of each other.
Listen, Ja's mother's name is Jamie and was a point guard in high school and a softball player in college, while his father was a high school teammate of Ray Allen and played basketball for Clafton University.
Clafton, yeah, I've heard of it.
Clafton. So yeah, his mom is Jamie. She was a point guard. She played basketball in high school. Sophomore player in college.
She's still living?
Well,
as far as you know?
I don't. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
But it has a picture of her.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's interesting. That's interesting.
That is.
Obviously, she has no say in what's going on.
This little article right here says Ja Morant's mother accused of being to blame for her son carrying guns. I don't know how. I'm just reading what's on Google.
Wow.
I don't know.
So he's not getting it from either direction.
It sounds like it. If she's okay with him, I don't know.
Yeah. That's pretty sad.
But she looks young. She looks young, very young. Yeah.
And in their defense, you know, we kind of look at these articles and all of that. Propaganda is real.
Oh yeah, I
So
agree.
we really don't know the true
Real
story.
No, we don't.
But we do see the behavior and the results of his actions and his father's action. So it's something. I'm he John Morant was my favorite player when he came in the league.
Oh, he was balling. He was
And
balling.
it's disheartening and disappointing. And I just hope the best for the young brother. And then I also look at as one of my favorite players is Jimmy Butler. How how his effect on that court with a team is just tremendous. And so and then I know it's getting a little late here, but I wanted to bring up one more thing before we end out. And this is football. So now
Football.
yeah. What about what's it, Shrader Sanders, whatever his name is? Shador Sanders. Yeah, I kind of feel for him also because of his situation, and he should have got a look by now. I want to get everybody's take on what Shador
Let
Sanders.
me leave this off. They're gonna start Dylan Gabriel probably one more Sunday or two, and they're gonna let him probably finish out the season to see is he really an NFL quarterback. His skill set as far as pocket presence and standing in the pocket and making the throws is better than Dylan Gabriel's, but he has one really, really, really bad flaw into his game, and that he holds the ball too long. But that can be coached out of him. And he did that in college. That's why he got all those sacks. He led the nation in getting sacked. And you got to get that ball out. You have no more than 3.5 seconds in the NFL. You can't be holding that ball on trying to make plays down the field and not being a super athletic as far as your foot speed and shiftiness. That's his drawback. He knows the playbook. He knows how to play quarterback. He can make every throw in the book. But that tendency to hold the ball has killed many a good college quarterback. Because in the NFL, you got to get that ball up out of there and in a hurry. Because that pass rush is the real deal. But I think once he gets his shot near the end of the season or within the next few games, because they're not going to do anything with Dylan Gabriel, who is like 5'10" and a half, very accurate, has an advantage because he's a left-handed passer. But they're not going to win with him. They're going to give Shador a shot and to see if he can really play because with the way their record is, they will be in contention for one of these good college quarterbacks and may decide that neither one of them is up to snuff. You got to remember that they're third and fourth round draft choices. Third and fourth round draft choices in today's NBA, NFL don't generally get on the field at the quarterback position. The only reason that either one of them have a shot to play is Joe Flacco left, and so it was starting in Cincinnati. Now, are they both not as good as Joe Flacco? No, they're not. And even though Joe Flacco was 42 years old, he still chunked the rock. He's still spinning. but he has no future. So he'll get on the field. What they did to him, as far as him falling as to the 4th round of the draft, that's criminal. But to me, the number one reason he fell so far was Deion.
Deion, I agree.
Deion has hurt him more than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Deion is arguably one of the greatest players ever played the game of.
I agree with you, Ronnie, on that.
Best cornerback I ever seen in my life.
Too.
And I used to play corner. I've never, ever seen anybody with his one-on-one cover skills.
No, you know what I agree with you on is that Deion has something to do with his. Oh yeah. The powers that be looks at Deion.
Yeah.
In that mouth of his.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he's not gonna stop.
And they have these people that's running things have to let you know that. What are you talking about, dude? This is our stuff.
Yeah.
I don't care how good you were, and you want your son to be this and that, and your mouth is running. Oh my God!
And remember,
we're gonna put you in your place.
And remember this: Shedeur came into the league with a personal fortune of over $5 million. What he had, because he was making $5 million a year in college.
Yeah.
But he's got $5 million in the bank of his own. He don't even need his daddy. So, and he's cocky and arrogant. The rest of them are too. But he's Deion's son.
That's the difference.
And a lot of teams didn't want to draft him because they didn't want to have to deal with Deion.
That's right. At least that's what I think.
Yeah. They don't want to have to deal with Deion. And in some way, form, or fashion, if he plays in a game and doesn't do well or gets hit a lot, Deion is going to speak on it.
Well, see, one thing about it, and I was keeping up with some articles about the Cleveland Browns, but one thing about it, I haven't heard much from Deion lately. Have anybody? As far as
one of the reasons is Deion is really struggling with some health issues.
Yeah, number
one. Number two is Colorado team is terrible. Number three, he's not a great coach. He's a great recruiter. And Colorado is not going to have any success. They're not going to even be able to be 500. That's the bottom line. They had some success because they had two great NFL players. Travis Hunter was a tremendous college player. I don't think he's going to be tremendous in the NFL until he decides on one position. And he's little. He weighs 185.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what Travis Hunter is 6 foot, 185. He's little. He's a little guy. And that's why he's out for the season with a torn ACL. But he had two superior players. And they were he was throwing the ball to Travis Hunter, who was a great receiver. And they made it work at Colorado. That doesn't necessarily translate to the NFL, particularly with Deion being your dad. Rick, what's your take, man?
Yeah, actually, to be honest with you, I've never seen Shedeur play, not even at Colorado. But of course, you hear a lot about him because of Deion, and I don't know if this is the LeVar Ball syndrome or not, but
something to that degree, yes.
Yeah, Deion probably should have kept it under wraps and let him do his own thing.
He can't.
Right.
He wouldn't be Deion.
Right. Just like LeVar. LeVar couldn't let his oldest son come in and do things on his own. And he kind of fell to the wayside while his younger brother came up and he's, a star. I can't say he's a superstar, but he's a pretty good player.
He's real good.
Yeah.
But another cat that doesn't play winning basketball.
Say that again?
He doesn't play winning basketball.
Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's out there to
he's a showman. And his defense, he's like a matador.
Yeah, and as always has been, But,
whereas Lonzo is one of the best defensive guards in the league.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. That makes sense at all.
Yeah,
It tells you, you know that Melo has the physical ability to play defense, but defense is not what he's no.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that he grew up the way he did, shooting long threes. I mean, by all means, shoot those long threes if you hit them consistently, at least 40% of the time. But you still got to play D.
Still got to play
D is what wins games, whether you're playing basketball or football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think it's kind of unfortunate that Shador is being treated like that because of his dad, and we understand why. I've only seen him play a couple of times, and I thought he was fairly decent.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he was very good. And, you know, you need to take folks on their own merit rather than making a judgment on what somebody else says.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I was going to come back around to exactly what you're saying. I think Shador. I mean, you know, in this polarized world, United States that we're in right now, they're going to try and eight ball the black guy, especially if he's in that position as a leader. You know, of course, the quarterback is supposed to be the leader of the team, at least for at least for the offense. And I think I kind of believe it's kind of intentional. You know, just like the Kaepernick thing.
All right. Yeah.
But
you have a point.
That's a good
Very
point.
good point. Yeah.
Yeah, and they should allow that guy to play before they just waste him on the bench.
Exactly. I think so too.
Let's see what he can do. If he can't play, we'll send him on by his way. He's still
Yeah.
But, you know, one critical aspect of it, I haven't heard any of the players on the Browns calling for him to play. Think about that.
Say what?
I haven't heard any players from the Browns calling on him to play.
Oh, okay.
Now, they have to be unified behind the quarterback that's on the field. But brothers don't care nothing about that, particularly rich brothers.
Well, check this out. If you jump on that bandwagon like the fans want him to play, that might jeopardize you. So that's why they're trying to keep their money coming. It's like, man, you know, stay in your place. Shut up and run and shut up and tackle.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
He'll get a shot before the year's over because it's so horrible. They're going to have to play him. And I just certainly hope that he plays to the best of his ability. If he doesn't, he'll be at the league.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. But there's such a need for quarterbacks. Such a need. I mean, there's a lot of teams could use him right now. So if he can really play, but we're not going to know until he gets on the field.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say about it.
I agree with you. The Chiefs will be going back to the Super Bowl. I agree with Jan.
Yeah.
You know, we had a Super Bowl party last year, and I'm a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. I think Patrick Mahomes should be in the conversation as being the greatest football player ever. Physically, and on the field, he does everything better than Brady. He has a better arm. He runs better. But so does Aaron Rodgers, for that matter, who's just a shell of himself now. But the bottom line is Kansas City has a good shot because they're in the AFC, which is kind of weak this year. The strong teams are in the NFC, albeit Detroit, the Eagles, Seattle, and the Los Angeles Rams, who people better be looking out for them. Now, you're not going to get to the Super Bowl without beating Patrick Mahomes. But they're not, the Kansas City Chiefs are not as good as they were last year. And they're certainly not as good as they were the year before. That's the problem. And they've fallen in the hole and they're 5-4. So they already can't win the division. They're going to have to go on the road in the playoffs because they're not going to win the division. They're going to have to go on the road, maybe as a wild card team in the playoffs, and that can get them. Now, Kansas City can beat anybody in the world on the road.
They sure can.
Getting back to the big dance might be a bit much for them. But the Colts, who are leading the South, Kansas City is better than them. The Steelers, who are leading the North, Kansas City is better than them. What's the other one? The Patriots, Kansas City is better than all of the leaders. So that's a viable statement that you made. So they could get back.
Absolutely.
They could get back. But they're going to have to go on a winning streak like they did last year.
Yeah.
They can't be losing too many more games. They can lose one or twice, one more game maybe, but they're going to have to get busy.
What about NFC?
NFC, woo-wee. First of all, you never go against the champs until somebody shows me they can beat them. But the Rams are looking really, really good. This may be Detroit's year to take it. And
Rams,
the Seahawks might have the best defense in the league. And the Colts. I just don't think Daniel Jones at some point is going to be Daniel Jones. Who knows? But I'd say in the NFC, I'd have to go with the Eagles as my 1 seed. The Rams a close 2nd seed because Matthew Stafford, in my mind, should be the run-up for the MVP. The MVP should be Jonathan Taylor. He's not going to get it. They won't give it to a running back.
Why?
They just won't because it's a quarterback award now. Saquon should have got it last year. Didn't get it.
Okay.
You can't, and Jonathan Taylor's having a year as good as his. And the Colts are leading their division. So he might have an outside shot because no one quarterback is really tearing it up other than, say, Drake May. He ain't getting no MVP. He ain't getting no MVP. Goff is not having the year he had last year. You can't even talk. I mean, probably the guy who may get it in my mind would be Matthew Stafford. He's having a great year for the Rams. And is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Has a Super Bowl. Great player. But he's having a phenomenal year. And they didn't even know if he would be able to play at the beginning of the season. But he's tearing them up every Sunday. I mean, just tearing them up. He's outplaying any quarterback in the league right now, which usually means MVP. Josh Allen really disappointed me Sunday. He was awful. Lamar, I love Lamar during the season. I don't like Lamar in the playoffs. He has not done it yet. And during the season, he's the best thing.
Hey.
But come playoffs.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. We can hear you, Rick.
We can hear you, Rick.
Hey.
Did I strike a nerve with Lamar?
What's going on with Rick?
He's having some sound issues. Yeah, and Lamar is, to me, one of those quarterbacks. He's never going to get the chip.
That's sad to
Patrick
hear.
Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes going to keep Lamar and Josh Allen from ever getting a chip.
Unless somebody eliminate him early.
Yeah. Somebody got to get Kansas City out of the way for them to ever. And Lamar has just not played well in the playoffs. Josh Allen has. But Lamar has just not had a Lamar game in the playoffs.
Well, he just really came back off an injury, didn't he?
He's been in the league long enough. They've been up there for the last 4 or 5 years. He has not done it.
Okay.
Because he can't beat Patrick Mahomes.
Right. Okay.
Just like Michael Jordan kept a lot of great players from winning championships, like Charles Barkley, like Karl Malone. When you have players in the league so great, that's why I say Luka Doncic will never win a championship because he's a year younger than Shea. And Shea's got a machine behind him. Luka got Austin Reeves, who's a heck of a player.
Okay.
And as LeBron said last night, Luka got Austin Reeves and Benjamin Button. That's what he called LeBron. Benjamin Button. who they may be better off without him, and that's insane to say it on the one hand. They can't. The Lakers are not gonna win nothing, man. Rick, you don't think the Lakers have any shot, do you?
Rick, I think. Oh, Rick is back. Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Now we can.
Okay.
You don't think the Lakers have any shot, do
you? Actually, at this time, I don't think so.
All right. Did you think so earlier?
I don't know what's going on. I can barely hear now. Actually, my brother just called and sent me into catastrophic mode.
Yeah. Yeah. I foresaw those two games against I thought the Warriors would play us better. I knew the Lakers had no chance because they don't defend. You can't beat us if you don't defend.
Didn't the Warriors win against the Spurs last night?
Tore them up.
Big time.
Big time. Big time.
Steph hit 40-some points.
46.
46 points.
46 last night.
And they had two guys with triple doubles. I mean, they shot well. They outshot them. But when Steph imposes his will on you like he did last night, there's nothing you can do.
Nothing.
The Thunder, he only had 11 points.
Yeah, but then he gets 46.
That's because the Thunder.
That's because Kate was in his pocket strap the whole game, and then he goes down there and gets a hold to De'Aaron Fox, who's never been known as a great defender, and runs circles around him. Then they put the young boys on him. He runs circles. Once he gets on the heater, it's no defending him. And don't think that he can't come back and do that to us.
Oh yeah.
Because that boy, when he's on one, you just have to say, okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's one of the greatest.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Love me some Steph.
Yes, sir.
I do too.
I do.
That show he put on the Olympics. What he did in the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
In that championship game.
Oh yeah. He came back crazy. Monster.
Listen, man, I've seen all of the great basketball players all my life. I've seen some super stupid performances. What he did was messing up the guys on the team. And nobody praises him higher than LeBron.
Oh yeah.
Nobody will.
Oh yeah.
Nobody praises him higher. That's one thing I appreciate about LeBron and all of the current players today.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they all give each other their props, but you know the one guy that doesn't give other players their props?
Who?
Russell Westbrook. I never understood that, man, because Curry has made a career out of just torching him. I mean, torching him. Even when he was good, he was wearing him out. And then they asked him after the game, what about Curry? Oh, he made a few lucky shots. Lucky shots? He shoot 27, 28 footers in your eyeballs, and those are lucky. You got your hand up and whish. I mean, the net ain't even moving. And you call that luck? What are you, some kind of clown? The whole world is seeing him dissect you on national TV, and he said he played okay. He played okay. Are you crazy? and he just doesn't give other players props. And I don't understand that about him because he's a great guy.
Well, he's who he is.
Off the court and in the locker room.
Yes,
but on the court, he's snarky, you know. Well, he'll make a play and he's strutting around like, dude, you're Russell Westbrook. You're supposed to be doing what you're doing.
Or he's whining to the referees about a call that they should have.
Oh my gosh, wasn't he the other night? I was sick of him. Yes.
That's another thing I don't like about Luka and LeBron. They
I don't either.
whine like little sissies. Everybody's getting fouled.
Everybody's getting fouled.
On every play. Everybody's getting fouled, but they just be whining.
Especially LeBron.
Oh my
God.
LeBron.
Rick is back, I think.
Yeah, especially LeBron. 6'9", 260 and whining.
Yeah, Rick is back.
And he's made a career, Rick, out of charging. He's going to the Hall of Fame, but going through people that are stationary, and he's going through them and getting the calls.
That's Smash Mouth basketball.
Been getting him his whole career. But
Yeah,
dude, that boy is something else. He's
yeah.
he
I'm not.
go, but you know, as far as you ask for an all-around great player, he does some of everything.
Yeah,
He rounds the ball, he passes the ball, he scores the ball, and he used to be a great defender.
yeah,
And when you get old, that's the thing that's going to go first is your defense because you got to continue to put up numbers, and that's just how the game goes. The defense is effort and desire, right, Rigo? The
Of
defense is
course.
about effort and desire.
Hey,
You have to have some
gotta have a
athletic ability.
desire to stop somebody,
Yeah,
and you got to be out there fighting.
you got to
I
be
mean, it's
fighting.
like a fight. It's like, man, you ain't doing this.
Yeah,
But then when you one of those players that say, "Oh, whatever about defense, I'm about to score the ball." You know,
what did Barkley said last night when LeBron come back? They said he better bring some do something to G League with him.
Yes, he did.
Then he said, "You're gonna have 3 matadors on defense now."
Sure did.
Everybody looking to get their 20. Ain't nobody trying to stop nobody.
Oh.
that is true.
Yeah, but you know, I still in my heart, I still love my Lakers, man.
It's okay.
I know who they are.
It's okay.
I know who they are. I mean, and I'm willing to say who they are. A very flawed team with some high-priced players. And they're reserved. The guys beside LeBron, Reeves, and Doncic, nobody would want any of those guys. Who wants Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Connect? We don't even talk about Bronny James. Gabe Vincent? None of those guys. DeAndre Ayton? I mean, it's a reason he's with the Lakers. It's a reason 4 teams have given up on him. He just doesn't have enough fire. He has the skill set.
Yeah.
He can block shots. He can shoot. He can rebound. He can run the floor. But something missing.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of reminded me of a non-aggressive Capella. I don't know if you remember Capella from Houston.
Capella, yeah, he's with Houston now. Yeah, but he's a good rim runner. He does all the things a center needs to do, but he doesn't do any one of them particularly well. And he's not aggressive. He doesn't. He needs to be demanding the ball down there in the paint. He doesn't.
Right.
I don't think he wants it.
Yeah. It seems like it. He could use some tutelage from Elijah Wan.
Well, dude, Elijah Wan can give him the skill set, but he can't give him the heart.
That's true.
And that's what he's obviously lacking. You guys know that, being ballers. He ain't got it from here.
I think if he scream at him a few times, he probably gets some heart, but I don't know.
I know JJ Redick is all over him, but that ain't enough.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we probably need to wrap this up. Anything anybody want to say, one way or another? And as always, I want to thank our gracious host, Rashaki Maskani, for allowing us this platform.
Thank you.
I want to
Thank you.
Wonderful ladies, part of the Thunder Crew, to come on and join us because we need perspective from the sexes running everything in this world. We ain't running nothing. We know that. We know that.
Hey, the black ladies are doing it.
Oh,
that's what they need to run the country.
Black ladies is what it's all about, man. Without them, we don't have no world.
Well, we appreciate you all asking or inviting us to come on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yeah.
You guys have a great evening.
And we would like for you guys to become regulars.
Well, I have an expectation that they be regulars because I would love to hear what they think. And I appreciate all of you because this is a community. It's not about one person. It's about us.
Yeah.
Communal living is what we advocate.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Which is a great thing.
It is. Thank you again, and everybody. Good night.
Good night.
All right,
All right.
everybody have a
Night,
great one.
All righty.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Brother
guys.
Brian.
Peace.
Good job, people.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Rick.